So my name is Riley Holmes. I have been at Allandale for just over 8 years now, and I'm the cellar door and marketing manager.
Just remembering that aisle line.
Oh yeah,
Off to the,
yep,
maybe just do that one more time.
yep.
Yeah, remember.
My name is Riley Holmes. I have been at Allandale for just over 8 years, and I am the cellar door and marketing manager.
Tell me a little bit about Allendale and what makes Allendale unique.
So we've been in Lovedale for nearly 50 years now. We were established in 1978, so we are one of the older wineries in Lovedale. We're a boutique winery in cellar door, so there are lots of cellar doors in the Hunter, but only 40-something winemaking facilities, and we are one of those 40 who make and sell our own wines on site. We have one winemaker, and I'm the only other full-time on-site staff member, so we're a very small team, and we sort of operate on the basis of really consistent wines, things that people will buy, whether they're just entering their wine journey or they've been buying wine for 50 years. It's really important for us to have a really comprehensive wide net that we cast for lots of different people and make it approachable, whether you've just started drinking or you know exactly what you like.
So, what is it like working with Julie and HV Tours?
Julie is very easy to work with because she's like me, she's very organized. Everybody who works for Julie, with Julie, I think appreciates that things only work for us if they work for them as well. So being organized, communicating, focusing on an ideal clientele as well is really important. We don't necessarily want to have big party buses coming through because we're a small venue, and I think Julie appreciates that when she's bringing us really good quality guests who are interested in wine, in tourism, in travel, that works really nicely for us, and that means that we always want to host her groups, and everybody ends up having a better experience because she's tailoring things specifically to these people, not just taking them on the same itineraries that you might get at another tour operator.
Basically, you just answered all of my questions in one go. How does Julie battle a guest when she brings them in?
I think Julie makes an effort to get to know the guests. So often when she brings groups here, she might introduce them, might give me an idea of the wines that they have liked so far in their day, and maybe let me know some things that they haven't enjoyed. And that allows me to tailor things from group to group if I need to. But I can also keep things really broad as well. So if they're just a group that are nice and relaxed and on time, it means that I can provide them a really sort of easy experience. It really allows me to change it case by case because she's made an effort to get to know the group through the day and then can tell me when they get here, which makes my life a lot easier.
Fantastic. What do you notice about HV tour groups compared to other tour groups?
The quality of people on the tours is definitely something I've noticed. We've dealt with a lot of tour providers over the years, from big scale buses that bring up coach loads from Sydney, all the way to small, private tours, maybe only cater to one or two couples at a time. This is a really nice sweet spot, I think, because there's a general community feeling, even though a lot of these people don't know each other once they get on the bus through the course of the day. I think there's an environment that gets created by Julie and her drivers that makes people end up being friends by the end of the day. So by the time they get to do their tastings, they're all chatting and it's nice and relaxed. And I think people are enjoying getting to know each other just as much as the experience of, traveling and trying different wines. So that makes it, I think, a particularly unique perspective from a winery because we see lots of the same tour providers offering the same set. What am I trying to say? We see a lot of the same itineraries being offered by the same tour companies. So I imagine that if you're somebody looking to book tours, it would get quite repetitive, whereas Julie's made an effort to create an itinerary that you're not going to see through other providers. It's unique to her. She wants to take you to small places as well as some really important historical places to the valley. So it's a nice mix, I think, if you were looking for a really easy way to do the Hunter in a very honest way as well.
That's right. That's fantastic. Well, I just try and shrink it down.
Yeah. What do you mean I talk too much?
Being friends, and going to small places and that honest.
Yeah. All right. Fix that.
Yeah. Less on the other things.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what do you notice about HV tour groups compared to other tour groups?
I think Julie does a really good job of focusing on smaller venues, maybe the places that you wouldn't see on other itineraries. So she's made an effort to bring you not just to the really important historic venues to the Hunter, which are really great for context, but also to show you boutique and sort of small to medium-sized wineries and celladors as well. I think that's a really important way for people to get a very honest view of the Hunter, because we have a lot of very important big scale wineries that are really wonderful and influential, but also little guys like us, we often get forgotten. So it's nice to have the effort being made to highlight us just as much as the big guys as well.
That's fantastic. And lastly, why do you think that customers leave at the end of the day with HV Tours and Julie being so happy?
I think because they make such an effort to be on time. They're very conscious of itinerary, but it doesn't feel pushy or forced. So you as the guest get to sit back and relax. I think that's the best thing to be able to do. When you're paying somebody to create an experience for you, you don't want to have to think about it. You want to be able to get on that bus, know you're going to be well taken care of, and enjoy your day. And I think people get to do that with Julie. It's important to be guided but not forcefully, and I think they do that really well, getting you where you need to be in a timely fashion. I don't want that to finish that way. So let me start again. Okay, I think that first thought. So I think they do a great job of creating an atmosphere that's relaxed, but also you know that you're going to be well taken care of. You've booked a tour. This is a whole day of potentially traveling, and you want to know that you're going to see everything you need to see in the time that you have, but you don't want to be rushed, and I think they do a really good job of that. They're very prompt. They're really good at what they do. They explain things really well and very clearly. And I think that all of that goes into creating a really nice environment for the group that Julie brings.
Fantastic. And I'll just go to the off-script on this one. I noticed you've obviously got a big ramp at the front, and part of HV Tours is so focused on accessibility. Why is accessibility important to you and to Allandale?
We had our cellador built 2 years ago now. We were previously working with a nearly 50-year-old building, and that left out quite a large group of people that couldn't access the space. So it was really important when we were building the new cellador that we were keeping everybody in mind. Wine tasting should be accessible to everyone. So by having accessible bathrooms, walkways and ramps, it just means that we can make the experience comfortable for everybody. That's the idea. It should be as easy for people to come here and feel comfortable as possible. And that was really important for us.
Awesome. Do you want to just tie that back into HV Tours maybe?
Yeah.
Just, you can sort of say that again, just condensed and sort of
Yep.
It obviously works and with HV Tours and the, what would you say, the lift buses, not different buses, but being able to have people like wheelchairs or whatever to be able to come straight off the bus and straight up here or no hassles.
Yeah, something to that effect. I think I can do that. I'll figure something out. Hopefully it'll work out. So we built our current cellador 2 years ago. We were previously in a building that was nearly 50 years old, and that wasn't necessarily comfortable for, a vast majority of people, but especially people who need extra support for accessibility. So when we were building this current building, it was important for us to include everybody to make that experience comfortable. And it's been lovely to have Julie's groups who also offer accessible tours. We can now confidently say that we can assist with that. So having ramps and making things comfortable for everybody was really important, I think, for us, and obviously very important to Julie as well.
Good.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
You just get tongue-tied.